Hello again. Talk about the ecstasy and the agony of Super 6. Last week we had one player sitting on £250,000. He had the jackpot in his grasp until West Ham scored in the 95th minute at Middlesbrough. He'll be playing again this week. Hopefully you will too. 250 grand up for grabs once again. It's free to play, of course, and a guaranteed £5,000 consolation prize to boot. FA Cup action this week, of course. The games we're looking at: Blackburn against Blackpool, Chelsea against Brentford, Crystal Palace against Manchester City, Lincoln versus Brighton, Middlesbrough against Accrington Stanley, and Spurs against Wycombe Wanderers. Blackpool of League Two, of course, they go to Ewood Park to take on Blackburn Rovers. Gary Rowett is a former Blackburn Rovers manager, but I get the feeling that Blackburn Rovers just about to turn the corner under Owen Coyle. I don't see anything for the League Two side here. Blackburn 3, Blackpool 0. Chelsea have scored 21 in the last 7 FA Cup ties, an average of 3 a game. 3 more coming up, I think, in their West London derby against Championship Brentford. Chelsea 3, Brentford 0. The FA Cup not a priority, surely, for Crystal Palace. It is, though, for Manchester City. Pep Guardiola made that clear when he played a full-strength side at West Ham in round 3. I think he'll do the same this week, and I think he'll be rewarded with passage into round 5. Palace 0, Manchester City 2. Now, there's always an upset, and I think this one's coming at the home of National League Lincoln City. They've never reached round 5. They're up against Brighton. Why do I think that Lincoln will cause the upset? Because they're not up against Brighton in all likelihood. They're up against Brighton reserves. Different kettle of fish. Chris Hughton made 11 changes to his side in round 3. I think he'll do the same this time round, and they may pay the price. Lincoln 2, Brighton 1. I don't see a shock at the Riverside. Middlesbrough take on Accrington Stanley. Stanley did manage to win at the Riverside Stadium in 2013 in the League Cup, but Borough should be too good and too solid for Stanley. Middlesbrough 2, Accrington Stanley 0. And Spurs take on Wycombe Wanderers. Spurs will rest some key players, but I still think they'll have too much quality for Wycombe. Adiak and Fenwa and all. Wycombe will give a good account of themselves, but Spurs 4, Wycombe 2 for me. Those are the predictions from my point of view. I'm sure you've got some ideas of your own. Probably a great deal better. £250,000 at stake. £5,000 consolation prize. Free to play. Give it a go. Just go to skysports.com/Super 6 or download the app. And as ever, the very best of luck to you.